Hey guys, Mutatel here, and I'm back with the second video of Mad Muta Saturday, where I will make up for all the videos I missed during the week with my faulty software, and I'm going to make up for it now. So today I'm playing Kerbal Space Program, and the aim of the series for this sort of thing is so that I can dock a ship to a ship I already have in orbit, but which has run out of fuel and is on a very it's a stable orbit, but it's a very uneven orbit, and I'd like to try and make that even, and that's sort of the aim of this series. And then maybe in the next series I'll talk about getting to the Mun, to Minmus, and branching out, but I haven't got that far yet, so no point in trying to show that to you. So anyway, this episode I'm trying to get a satellite into orbit, and this is a brand new design for me. I've never used it before. It's kind of weird. I'm using solid fuel boost. I've got too much fuel, really. I really have got too much fuel. I've got 3 of these giant brown things, as well as solid fuel boosters, which I forgot to put decouplers on, so I can't detach. I can detach the giant brown tanks when they run out. The only thing I can't detach is those solid fuel boosters until I detach the whole thing, which is quite pointless. So on this episode I'm actually not trying to dock anything on this episode. Even though you may be able to see that my satellite does have RCS, and that's only for the reason that if I wanted to dock anything else to this satellite while it's in the air, while it's in space I should say, then that would be a lot easier to do with RCS on this. So yeah, as you can see I'm in the map now, and I'm trying out a new method, I think, for, usually I would do a gravity turn at 10,000 meters, but I'm actually not doing that today because I'm trying out something a little different. I'm going to try and just go up vertically until my apoapsis reaches about 100,000, and then I'm going to add a maneuver in. So I think that should be quite interesting, because I think it's kind of good to try a new sort of method. As you can see, there's the orbit of my uneven craft. So yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that this episode, because that's not what this episode's about. But yeah, as you can see, that's sort of given up the ghost now. My decouplers haven't worked for some reason. I can't remember why. This is a recorded audio, by the way. This is not a live commentary. I will be doing a live commentary for my Vaults video later today, and for my live Minecraft commentary also later on today, because it's Mad Muta Saturday. So as for Mad Muta Saturday itself, I'm not expecting this to become a regular thing, but if there's a lot of positive response to it, then maybe I'll add this as a sort of every now and then I'll do it sort of thing, because I think it's quite a good idea to have a couple of videos one day. But then there's also the fact the schedule would mess up, and it's a lot easier for me to make videos on a certain day, and that might sound like being lazy, but I also think it gives people a chance to want to watch my videos more if they're sort of spread out. So like I say, I'm not planning to make this a regular thing, but there is a slight possibility. So there we go. I've hit about 100,000 now, and as you can see, I've kind of can't control my rocket at this point. Whether you can tell or not, I am actually trying to move my rocket towards. If you look in the bottom left, you'll see that I am actually trying to move my rocket towards the marker that I need to be at, which is the blue one at the top left of my nav ball. But it's not really working. So I'm sort of hoping for the best that my fuel doesn't run out before I can get into some kind of orbit. I am not sure. It's been a while since I shot this video because I obviously shot it 2 days ago, and I think here is the point where I see maybe I'm way past my maneuver. Maybe I'm not gonna make this so much. So yeah, I think in a minute I'm gonna abort the mission because I sort of realised that I failed, sorry, my voice is all over the place today. Kinda bad considering I need to make loads more videos today. Yeah, that's kinda bad luck. But anyway, yeah, I think I end the flight here and I go back to the vehicle assembly building to make a few well-needed changes. Really well-needed changes. So this is the point where I sort of fixed the whole decoupler problem where I couldn't get the brown tanks off, and it was just like, I think that may be where it went downhill, sort of, because, you know, having those on there really did add extra weight, and I'm not sure, but I think maybe that could have been a key factor. So at this point I sort of realised I'm going to need a new place for my solid fuel boosters. So what I looked to do was I looked to make twice the amount of solid fuel boosters, and then maybe I could, you know, get further, get faster, get further. So this is where I addressed the decoupler problem. I think I could have handled this slightly better. Maybe there were probably ways to handle it better, but this is how I thought to do it, because that's why, because I wanted to deal with it. So after I made this video, I sort of noticed that the actual top of the satellite was flawed slightly because I had 2 communitrons, and maybe I shouldn't have done that, because if I hadn't had if I had 1 communitron, it would be a lot easier to be a satellite and it would stop turning, which it will do when I get it into orbit. I still haven't done it, by the way. Since shooting this video I haven't done it. I've been shooting footage like crazy whenever I do a launch of this rocket, of this satellite. It never works. I've never got a stable orbit, but I think I'm going to go back to using my gravity turn later, like in future episodes, because that's how I got my stable orbit of the other craft. Even though it's not even, it's an orbit and it works. And in a way, I kind of like having it uneven. I'd prefer to have it even, as in the fact that, like, it looks nice from the tracking station, and you're always the same sort of distance from Kerbal, and it all looks really nice. But then I also quite like having this uneven orbit where you get really up close to it while staying stable, of course, and then you can also get really far away and you can see it from quite a nice distance. So I'm not really sure. I'm probably going to have a few uneven orbits scattered around whenever I find a new planet or a new moon, so I will have an uneven orbit on everything, purely for the fact I like how it looks. So there. This is the second launch, and I'm just going to speed it up from here. So Yeah, I'm gonna speed it up and I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, so here is where I've sort of found an orbit path, and this is coming up to the end of the video. Yeah. So it seems I have a few alterations to make. Stay tuned, leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to, but yeah, why wouldn't you? I apologise for the Skype call, and I'll see you for the rest of Mad Muta Saturday.